This is the 5th and final part of our junk folio series. And don't panic, I know this looks way different than it did last time, but I haven't done anything fun or fancy. All I did was add more papers. I used Mod Podge because it was sitting in front of me. So there's a coat of Mod Podge over the whole surface, front and back. I took some of that trim that I had and just glued it on the edge of our little pockets, and that's really all I've done. So see, you didn't miss anything fun. So here's where we are. I'm really liking it. I just want a little bit more color. So I kind of started right here. I pulled out these are water soluble oil pastels. They're Folio. I think it's a Crayola product, and they're awesome. I'm just going to pick a few colors and go in and just make some random smudges here and there. Just really no, you know, don't overthink it. No reason for it. Just for some color. Alright, I'm liking that. I want to do a collage-y something on the front. Here's what I want to do. And I guess I need to do this before I put the closure on because it's going to go on there. I know I want to use a zipper package. Remember I talked about that? And this one last night, it was kind of split right across here. Not all the way, not torn all the way through, but just split. So I put some masking tape on it, and then I just covered it with Mod Podge front and back, because you know this paper is so brittle, it was just breaking. So the Mod Podge just makes it really flexible. So it's good now. I won't worry about it breaking. I did the same thing with these things that came out of it. I just coated them with Mod Podge so that they would be a little sturdier. I had this. You know, there is just a fine line between distressing and destroying. I think I crossed that line, don't you think? It was just a piece of something I printed out off the internet. I was going to stick on here. I don't know. I may still use it. I'll just cover it up with something else. But this will be the front, so I wanted to put some stuff on it, and I wanted to put this and maybe make it like a pocket. You know, just glue down the edges, and then I could stick these in there. Yeah, because that's kind of fun. Okay, but behind it, I could go with that. Let's just see. Okay, let's see. I pulled out some things. I've got these. I've got these. I've got a whole bunch of these. I distressed a couple of them. I've got that. This. And I kind of distressed that one a little bit. But I have another one that I didn't. Oh, there it is. That one. Let's just see what we can come up with. Okay. That's already irritating me. Okay, what do we think? This is going to mess with my closure. Because it is going to have to go right there, and this is not sturdy enough. Okay, no, here's what we do. We just make this shorter. Yeah, like that, maybe. Okay, we'll think about that. This, I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. Maybe not. Maybe just that. And then that. Okay, I like these over here. I don't like that now that I've scooched that down. Okay, these are going to be in here like this. And I like that. I like that they stick up. You know, that's fine. I like that. That one can be there. That one can be there. This one can be here. This one can be there. I need something else. But what? I don't know. What do you think? That's not bad. Actually, I might move that over there and then put this here. Maybe. Oh, duh. This here, something like that. Oh, I think so. Yeah. Okay, I think that'll work. This I'll use maybe on the inside. This here. Okay. So, now what I want to do, actually, I'm going to take a picture of this with my camera phone thing so that I'll remember how I had everything positioned when I get ready to glue it down. I want to put the signatures in before I do that because I don't want to be messing all this up when I'm trying to sew in the signatures. To sew them in, I decided to use just a long stitch, and you can do this, it's nothing fancy, it's up, down, up, down, up, down. Just all the way, up one way, back the other way, very intuitive, nothing fancy, nothing special, no skipping holes, just you're done. So here's what I did. I usually make a little template first. Make it the same length as your signature or the outer page of your signature. Then I just punched a hole about halfway through, about an inch in from the ends, and then about halfway between these two. Then you position your papers. You know, make sure if you want something toward the bottom, put it at the bottom. Okay, line them up. Get everything like you want it. Once that's done, take your template. You want to mark your template top and bottom because it does make a difference. Even when you measure perfectly, it does make a difference. Just trust me on this. This is the top, so I make sure I put it at the top of my signature. And you can punch with a book cradle. You can use something like just an open phone book and lay this in the crease, you know, in the middle. I usually, if I've got my book cradle out, that's what I use. If I don't, I just lay it down. Get your pokey tool and then poke your holes. I always start with the one in the middle. I've already poked And if you've watched me bind books before, you know that I almost always poke at least one extra hole, which I just consider to be an air hole, you know, just for extra ventilation. So yeah, don't worry about it. So you just poke through, make sure you're getting on the very edge of your spine back here, or of your crease. I sometimes have one come out, you know, like right here, and you know, that's one of those vent holes. So I didn't poke my second one, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll do that live, so you can see, you know, the actual poking process. Now stick your template in here to use for top. Put it at the top, and kind of center it up, because this is where your holes are going to be, and once you poke a hole, there's no closing it up. Okay. Now, put my little pokey tool right there, sort of close the book, and I'm kind of angling downward, sort of downward, because see, that's where the crease is. Oops. And there we go. Next one, put my pokey tool there, kind of angle it downward, and poke through. You do want to make sure that you know, keep your template from sliding. If you need to clamp it to hold it in place, then do that. This is a small signature, it's not that big of a deal. So, okay, my holes are poked. Now I poke my cover. I've done one already, but I'll do the other one live. So you can see, I was kind of concerned about poking through the zipper, you know. That was kind of an issue. I thought I might end up having to unzip, but that kind of defeats the purpose of using the zipper for added strength for the binding, right? So I didn't want to do that. And fortunately, it was not a problem. This one's the second one. Will be bound right here. So I'll take my template to use at the top, kind of center it up. I always start with the middle one. Right there. Poke through. Okay. Holes are poked. We're ready to bind. I'm using this is waxed linen. You can use any kind of a good sturdy thread, something that doesn't have a lot of stretch to it. A good cotton twine would be good. It just needs to be really sturdy. I pulled off about 2 lengths of this. You measure the length of your signature, 2 lengths, 1, 2, and a pinch to grow on. That's how I do it. And it's the amount that you pull off, that you cut off, is going to vary depending on the stitch that you use, but for this running stitch, that's all you need is about 2 lengths, and then I always pull off a little bit of extra just in case. And I'm using a bookbinding needle, or you can use a tapestry needle from the craft store, and they're typically a fairly large needle. They have a nice big eye, and they're blunt on the tip. So that's all you need. Your first stitch, if you start in a downward, if you go down from the inside to the outside, like this, which is usually what I prefer to do. You see how it leaves the tail here? Okay, this is going to be where you tie off, which is on the inside. And I usually like to do that, and I just make a small knot and then cut it. If you start from the opposite direction, you start from the outside and come in like that, then your tail will be on the outside, and you can tie off on the outside. And if you do that, you can have the option of using a longer thread and leaving some danglies hanging down if you want. Up to you. I'm going to start from the inside because I don't want any danglies on the outside. And I'm going to start at the top. Start at the top or the bottom, doesn't matter. Just start at either one of the ends. From the inside, go down through the signatures into the top hole of the cover, like that. And it usually helps at this point to have some kind of clamp. This one's a little bit big, but that's okay. To clamp not only holds the signature to the cover, but also holds onto your tail. From here, it's basic sewing. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Go to the very next hole in your cover. Come up through the hole in the signature, and sometimes you have to kind of work it around and find the hole, and you know, sometimes you may need to go through each piece of paper, and that's okay. Just do what it takes to line them up, find those holes. And then if you get really frustrated because you can't find the hole, then you do what I do and just make a new one. Now, down. See, it's very intuitive. You know, you really can't mess this up because this makes no sense, right? You really have no choice but to go down the next one. And we're not skipping any holes or doing anything fancy, so we just go to the next hole. Next hole. You want to pull tight as you go, but you know, don't rip the paper. Okay, you're at the end. Don't panic. Just start working your way back up. Go in the same hole. Try not to split your thread, you know, try not to come up through the middle of the thread. Get off to the side of it. Pull tight down through this one. Up through this one. And when you get to this point, you don't go down through there, because then you're going to have a tail on each end, on each side of the book, right? You're going to stop right here. This is where you're done. You're going to make sure that everything is pulled tight. Make sure that you put it in right side up, or at least the way that you want it to be considered right side up. And then tie it off. And I usually try to tie it close to the hole just so that it looks neat. Just make a square knot. Maybe one more just cause. And there you have it. Cut it off. I do leave just a little bit. I'm going to make sure I don't want to cut my knot. But that wax linen is, you know, waxy, kind of sticky, so I just kind of stick those down. We have one signature sewn in. Ta-da! Okay, next one right here. Do exactly the same thing. Why? Okay, I definitely just poked a new hole. And that's okay. Got some breathing room. That was the last one, so we're good. Okay. Let's see if this actually works. Oh look, it does, yay! Never quite sure until they get in there. Okay. I think what I'm going to do now is closure. And someone suggested, and I appreciate this very much, because I was worried about, I was going to put that, trim right here and sew this through it so it has something sturdy to hold on to, but someone suggested using a button. I just thought it was a great idea. And I'm wondering if that's going to be sturdy enough. I'm going to see if I have just the right kind of a button for this, and then I'll be back and we'll sew that on. We'll figure out how to sew this on. So let me go see what I can find. I poked a couple of holes through the trim, and here's what I'm going to do. I kind of messed around with this, and I think this is going to work. Art room?
Where's the meat?
Oh my gosh. This is not making me happy. The thread keeps pulling through the little loops on each end of this hook and eye dealy. So I'm wondering if maybe I need to use something else. I can put this right here. Where's my spring? Like that. See, I told you I always end up with air holes. Sew this here like that. Alright. So, I've got holes now. Alright, now where's my thing? Alrighty, there's my thing and my spring. Okay, I think that's looking good right there. Okay, you remember in the last video when I mentioned something about a surprise? Yeah, I didn't forget. I've just been kind of waiting for the right time to bring it up, and I think this is it. I'm going to do a giveaway, and I don't know if y'all have noticed, but we have reached almost 10,000 subscribers, which is just crazy, but crazy awesome. So what I'm going to do is, and to celebrate 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to have this little giveaway, which is sort of kind of a secret, but not really, because, I'm telling you about it. Because it's really hard to not tell anyone about a giveaway. Keep it a total secret, but kind of defeats the purpose. So, I am, the secret part of it is that I'm not really going to advertise it. I'm not going to put it in the channel description or on the title or anything. It's one of those things where to find out about it, you just have to watch the video. I know, I'm just mean that way. Does anyone see that other little button? That's not it. I did pull out two, didn't I? Okay, so the giveaway. This will be my 10,000 subscriber giveaway thing, I guess. And to be entered into the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video, and you can say anything you want in the comment, you know, it doesn't really matter, but to be entered in the giveaway, somewhere in your comments, see, now that knot's way too big. I don't like that. Somewhere in the comment, you need to work in the number 10 for 10,000. Get it? So you can say something like, love this video, I give it a 10. Or even something like, wow, that was intense. Get it? Oh my god, I lost the button again. God. Okay. Did you see where I put it? I know you did. I pulled it off and I set it, where did I set it? Oh my gosh, seriously? What am I doing with these buttons? Oh! I sewed it on already. There it is. I found it. Okay, I'm with it now. I'm with it. See, I'm trying to talk and craft at the same time, and this is how disasters happen. This is exactly how they start. I think I just better shut my mouth and get going on this good, and then I'll talk. Okay. I think I'm with it now. Alright. Maybe. Now, I'm knotted. How am I knotted? Why am I knotted? Oh, there. It's all good. I got it. Back to the giveaway. Yes, just work the number 10 or even the word 10 into your comment somewhere, and that will be my clue that you want to be entered in the giveaway. Because I know some of y'all, you know, you're not really into the whole giveaway thing, which is perfectly fine, and I want you to be able to feel free to comment and not be entered in the giveaway if you don't want to. So if you don't want to be entered into the giveaway, don't say anything about the number 10 or use any words with the word 10 in them. So it's kind of like a challenge for everyone, whether you're playing or not. You're going to have to watch what you say. Okay, so that'll be the giveaway. And then I'll just go ahead and take, you have until, what's today? I don't even know what today is. Something like Wednesday? Thursday? How about Friday night? You have until midnight Central Standard Time on Friday, which is, I guess, 2 days from now. And then on Saturday morning, I will draw a random winner. And what are you going to win? Does it really matter? Probably not. People just like to win stuff. I know I do. But what you are going to win is this book, if I can ever get it finished, and the stupid spring soak. Whose idea was this? Who? It was mine, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Okay. Anyway, yes, you will win this book that we've made during this video series. This is really the first, I guess, video series I've done, if you want to call it that. So, you know, it'll be like all special and stuff. There it is. We're good. This is another book needle, which is very fortunate. Otherwise, I would have bled on on the giveaway book. That would have been so bad. Okay. So, that is our giveaway. I know it's, you know, nothing fancy or spectacular, which you would think I would do something fancy and spectacular for 10,000 subscribers, right? Yeah, maybe I should, but I just can't think of anything right now. So maybe I'll do something fancy and spectacular later for no reason, and then it would be even more special, you know, because no one's expecting it. Are we clear on that? Do we know what we're doing now? Leave a comment, mention the number 10 somewhere in your comment. Either use the number or the word 10. And I don't care how you do it, you know. You just get close, you get an area in the drawing. And then Saturday, sometime Saturday, I will draw for a random winner. And I will send you this book. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. That little dude is on there.